So A Home is Where It Starts. That is the first game made by David Whaley. Whaley, I think is how you say his name. And it's the home is where everything starts, but it's also where the first tree started. And it has deeper connections to the first tree than you would think, actually. So I just want to kind of talk about it a little bit. You know, it's about this girl or woman. From my interpretation, it kind of seems like you're telling a story to someone who you're not sure about, where you're playing as the younger version of the female lead character. And it's a very simplistic game. You could beat it in 30 minutes or less, and a little bit more maybe to get everything. You're just going around finding memories and kind of talking about things and discussing things. It's really interesting. It's a very simplistic game. It's very deep, and there's a lot of cool little details and hidden things, and a lot of backstory and background, and I feel like it really is representative of hope and getting away and, you know, overcoming, I guess, different obstacles in your personal life in a way. I know that the plot revolves around her dad becoming an alcoholic due to something that happened to her mom, which the game never really specifies, other than that she passed away, and maybe you blamed your father for that, and he became not the greatest father due to that. But, you know, that kind of like it has an interesting connection to the first tree that you wouldn't expect. So I think it's a pretty cool game that if you wanted to check out, you should before playing the first tree. So let's begin the Indie Spotlight series with David Whaley's second game, The First Tree. And I started off by talking about and discussing his first game, Home is Where It Starts. A Home is Where It Starts, you know. And truly it is kind of the beginning of both his journey and the journey that leads to the first tree, and does kind of connect in with it in a really cool way that I deeply appreciated. That my girlfriend, who also beat it, we beat it the same day, probably 20 minutes apart from each other. She didn't really get to experience the deep connection between those two games because she hasn't played the first one. You know, I played it. It's about a 30-minute long game, like I said. But she didn't really get that. But when you take into account that and just the beauty of the voice acting, the art design, the style, and the deep-rooted, emotional, sad and happy just tale that's being told, it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's beautiful at the same time. It's a little bit of happy, a little bit of sad. But overall, I mean, it's such a the visual design and the music just complements the game just so much. So I'm trying to make this video a little bit vague because I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't want to say anything because it's such a short experience. There's going to be a couple games on this Indie Spotlight like series, including the next one that I'm going to be doing that are these short experiences with very deep meanings, and this one has a deep meaning as well. And the deep meaning is that of self-discovery and coming to terms with your past and accepting your mistakes and learning from them and improving upon them and finding a light at the end of the tunnel, you know. And I think this game is something that anyone watching this video should play. Anyone who wants a cool, inexpensive indie game that's a 3D platformer in the most simplistic of ways, telling a beautiful story similar to what most would call, you know, a walking sim, but it's just an exploration game. Amazing music, art design, story, with cool connections to his first game. So if you want to pick that up, that's cool as well. I suggest it. You know, a Homes Where It Starts is like $3 or something. It's pretty cheap. And then this game is on sale pretty often for less than $5. But even at full price, it's only 10. So like I said, it's a game you must play. And I think indie games are a perfect medium to experience these kinds of short stories, short experiences with deep, deep meaning. And overall, I think everyone should play this game and experience it and have fun with it. And I hope this video got my thoughts across about it. My girlfriend loved it. I loved it. I've not beaten it a second time, but I'm close. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And this is the beginning of my Indie Spotlight series and a new way of doing videos. And so I hope you enjoy it. Please have a good day. Stay tuned for more. You know what? Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me how I did on the video. Tell me what you thought about the video, if you've checked out the game yet, or if you plan on checking it out. I would love to hear anything from you, so please have a good day, and I hope you check the game out. See you later.